All right, so now being recorded.
So, yeah.
I take a picture, just quick one there. All right, we're on.
Yeah. So anyway, so what you have is a locally advanced cecal cancer that has grown into the surrounding structures. The surgeon thinks he has taken at least the original cancer out completely. Then he took out 30 lymph nodes, out of which 12 had cancer in them, which means the likelihood that there are more lymph nodes around that still may have more or less cancer in them is very, very high. The biggest lymph node that was seen on the CT scan before you had surgery and they took out was 3 centimeters in size, so that's a huge lump. I've asked for an urgent CT scan to see whether anything has been left behind or has grown back, or whether anything has spread elsewhere in your body, say to the liver or to the lung, or yeah.
Right.
So the likelihood of this coming back is probably 85 to 90% or better. So if it has not come back already.
So now you want to do another CT scan?
Well, we need to know where we're starting from,
Yeah.
and we need to, and we need that to be able to tell you what one could do.
Yeah.
So if people come to us after surgery and the surgeon has taken everything out that they could feel or that the CT scan could see, then we offer them chemotherapy because there's a certain risk of microscopic amounts of cancer left behind. The problem is if you leave one cancer cell behind, it'll come back. So in your case, the likelihood that something is left behind is probably around 90% or better. If we give somebody in your situation chemotherapy, we can reduce the risk from 90% recurrence to possibly like 55 or 60%. That is, if there's nothing measurable.
Right.
If we actually have so much cancer that it actually shows up on the CT scan, then it's usually not curable. Then we can't eradicate the disease.
Right.
So chemotherapy in a situation like yours works if there's just minimal amount, like microscopic amounts of cancer left.
Right.
So chemotherapy is good enough to eradicate microscopic amounts of cancer, but as soon as you have something that is big enough to show on a CT scan, we can't eradicate it anymore. We can just keep it in check. And so we actually don't know that whether that is the case with you because you haven't had any CT scans or tests since June. So yeah, so that is what one can do. The other question is what you want to do.
So now is for me to book for a CT scan and see it?
No, I've already asked for that. They should be calling you.
Oh, okay, all right. So I'll just wait for that.
Yeah. So can I just ask? So apart from this cancer, do you have any other medical issues?
I have atrial fibrillation.
Yeah. Okay, and you're on apixaban or?
No, I don't do anything.
Okay, so have they suggested that you take a blood thinner?
Yeah, I don't do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, people need
Believe in mind cures.
Okay, good. How long have you had the atrial fibrillation?
Oh, 40 years?
40.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, that's long.
50 maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Any other heart issues? Any heart attack ever?
No, I had the Hep C, I think it was Hep C, and I went for treatment and did that.
Okay, when was that?
I don't know,
Around about
15
10
years ago or
Okay.
something.
Good.
Quite a while ago.
Okay. And diabetes?
No.
Okay, good. What do you do for a living, or what do you do?
I was a garbage guru.
Mhm.
I hauled junk.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And I also have a spiritual
Mhm.
inclination.
Okay. Good.
So,
Are you married?
no, 3 wives. I've had 3 wives.
And okay, and kids?
8 kids.
3 wives, 8 kids. Wow, that's productive. So if you need help or support, who's there to help you?
I have my daughters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so of your kids, how many are daughters? How many are close around?
Or what?
How many of your children are?
Well, I have 2 daughters in Victoria.
Okay, great. Okay.
One in Salt Spring, one up in Denman,
Okay. Good.
one in Nova Scotia. I cover the world.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So so there's a couple of things, and I get the feeling that you usually are somebody who makes up his own mind and then decides what to do. You have a bowel cancer with a super high risk of recurrence if it hasn't come back yet. So the treatment, if it has visibly come back, is different from the approach that we would take if there's nothing visible left behind. It's really 2 different approaches to treatment. If there's nothing visible left behind, we would give you 3, possibly up to 6 months of chemotherapy with 2 drugs in the hope that we eradicate microscopic leftovers of the cancer and improve your chance to not die from this.
Yeah.
If the CT scan comes back and says there's more lymph nodes in the abdomen that the surgeon hasn't taken out or that have grown back since the surgery, or there's now lesions in the liver or in the lung, then we can offer you chemotherapy to keep things in check for a while, but eventually the cancer will probably kill you. It doesn't sound like you really have many other reasons or other competing causes of death. Like for 81, you look pretty good.
Yep.
And
I think so, a little bit.
Yeah. So and then it comes down to what your personal approach to things like this is. Whether you say, okay, I can live with the uncertainty whether this helps or not, or whether it really changes things. I can live with the side effects if it comes with a benefit. So this is everybody's personal what's the bang for the buck calculation.
All right.
So I've printed you off the general chemotherapy information for the chemotherapy that we would give you if there's nothing detectable. It's essentially 1 drug that is a pill called capecitabine.
Yeah.
And that's a pill you would take twice a day for 2 weeks. Then you get 1 week off for recovery, and then it starts again.
When would I do that?
Well, whenever you say you're ready to go ahead. I would get that started pretty much as soon as possible, because even
I'm gonna do the C-scan first?
No, I will just get started because it'll take me a while to get you into chemo.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do chemo.
Yeah, that's exactly why we're sitting here.
And I'm not too sure, like I want to take any kind of pills at all.
Okay, well,
I'm not sure, I don't want to do that, right?
Let me just go over the chemo, how it would run, and this is a discussion of what you can do. In the end, you have to decide for yourself whether it's worth the effort. So chemotherapy is gives and takes. So with any chemotherapy that we offer, there's benefits like improvement in cure rate, or improvement in how long you live, or in people with more advanced cancer, improvement of the symptoms that they have. But there's also a price to pay.
Okay, there's 2 questions. One, if the C-scan shows development, then I'm pretty well toast.
Yeah, but you can still live 2 or 3 years with treatment.
Yeah. And so my main thing now would be to see what the C-scan says, and then I can consider.
Yeah, no, actually.
In order to do the C-scan, do I have to do anything prior to that?
No. You actually don't have to have the CT. I don't think you need the CT scan to make a decision, because either which way, the chemotherapy may do something for you.
Right, well, I
It's
see.
just different things that it would do
Right.
for you. So
Yeah.
if nothing would show up on the CT scan, then this chemotherapy will improve your chance that the cancer may never come back.
Right,
If something shows up on the CT scan,
yeah,
this chemotherapy or something slightly different will extend your survival until the cancer grows to a degree where it has the potential to kill you.
yeah,
So the question is, how much effort do you have to put in, and is that effort worth it for you? So the chemotherapy in any which way has an intravenous component. This one has a drug called oxaliplatin that you would get once every 3 weeks. So 3 weeks is called one cycle. And on the first day of the chemotherapy, you would start the pills twice a day. And the pill is actually the most important part of the chemotherapy. It's basically responsible for 2/3 of the benefit. And so that is a pill that I fairly routinely give to people up to your age or even older. It's usually well tolerated. There can be a little bit of inflammation of your hands and feet. It's a little bit like putting your hands on a hot stove plate and then it's a little bit inflamed or tender. It can also cause a bit of diarrhea, but usually not very much. And we watch people, and if they have too much side effects, we take the dose down. So the pill is fairly simple and straightforward. The intravenous chemotherapy is a drug called oxaliplatin, and that is a bit more of a problematic drug because it can cause nerve damage. So people over time develop numbness and tingling in their fingers and toes. And that is something that comes usually fairly slowly over a couple of weeks. And the problem with that is it doesn't go away again. It's a pretty permanent damage. So we're usually limited to give this drug for about 3 to 4 months. Sometimes some people tolerate it better and they can use it for like 6 months. But then usually we have to stop because life with completely numb fingers and toes is not very pleasant. So that is a chemotherapy we would give to you if there is no detectable cancer on the CT. But it's also a treatment that we could at least start on, because it wouldn't be the wrong treatment even if there is detectable cancer. So I would, if you are agreeable to do chemotherapy, I would get that started as soon as possible.
yeah, well, okay. I would like to see the C scan, that's what I'd like to see.
So you have to keep in mind the CT scan only determines what potential benefit you have from treatment. If there's nothing,
Yeah.
we would recommend that you do chemotherapy either which way. If there's nothing visible on the CT scan, then you actually have a chance of cure.
Yeah,
So that's actually,
yeah,
so if there's nothing visible on the CT scan, it's actually the bang that you, or the benefit that you get from chemotherapy is actually even higher than if there were something visible. If there's nothing visible, we will improve your chances that it never comes back. If there is something visible, then it already has come back, and then chemotherapy will prolong your life. So people with metastatic colon cancer without treatment live on average, that can be variable in either direction, somewhere between 6 and 9 months until the cancer grows. Some people live longer. I have patients who had very slow growing forms of colon cancer who lived a lot longer without any treatment.
Yeah.
But I've also had people who went from hardly anything visible to dying within 3-4 months. So we don't know yet how quickly your cancer is growing.
Right.
We only have one picture in time. So from what I'm getting from you is you would like to see whether there's anything visible on the CT scan. How would that influence your decision?
Well, it would tell me, you know, give me some facts.
Yeah, the facts are already in the sample that the
Right,
surgeon took out.
but if I've just got microscopic traces, then that would be a different decision. I'd say, well, then there's a chance of curing it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I might take it.
Okay. And if something were visible and it was not curable, then you would just say,
Yeah.
let it go.
Yeah.
Reasonable enough, yeah.
And I'd probably sign up for MAID or whatever that is. I don't know what the process would be there.
Well, that's fairly straightforward. Do you have a family physician?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I asked him about the last time I was there, and he didn't think I had reasonable cause for.
Well, if you have an incurable disease, then you have cause.
Yeah.
And
cancer is an incurable disease.
you don't have. Doesn't sound like you have any symptoms from the cancer yet.
No.
Or anymore.
No. Like I don't. Like my energy's down, but then I'm 81, so.
Mm-hmm. So what I'd like to do is have a listen to your heart and lung, have a look at your tummy.
Okay.
And I've printed the chemotherapy information off for you.
Okay.
What I would do is I will put in the requisition for chemotherapy as if you had decided to go ahead with that, because it takes, I can't get you in for tomorrow or day after.
Right.
It takes about at least 7 to 10 days, sometimes up to 2 weeks to get that done, and by then we should have the CT scan.
All right.
And after the CT scan, you and I need to have a phone call or a chat and say, okay, is there anything visible or not, and does it make sense to?
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, good.
Understandable.
Okay. Can I just ask, you have brothers and sisters?
Yes.
How many?
I got the 2 brothers and 4 sisters.
Okay, any cancer in the immediate family?
No.
You're the only one?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. And your parents?
No, 94, 92, 94.
And no cancer, just
No.
died from whatever?
Yeah.
Well,
No. Tough family.
okay, great.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't you hop on there and let me have a look?
What do you want me to do?
Just sit on there. How did the recovery from the surgery go for you?
What?
How did the recovery from the surgery go?
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay. So what kind of garbage thing did you do? What was the?
Well, I hauled junk. I had a 1-ton truck.
Okay.
And never got very big. I could have got big, but I could never find a competent crew.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I just hauled junk, and I had a free store for a while.
Okay.
Where instead of dumping stuff, I would take it to the free store.
Okay.
And people would pick it up.
It's a pretty rich community. People throw stuff away that's still.
It's getting more and more so, because people are moving into, small places, can't afford garbage.
Yeah.
Removal.
Okay, let me have a look here. No lumps or bumps anywhere. Did you ever smoke or drink?
Yeah, I still do. I don't drink. Smoke.
Okay. Okay. Lift your arms. Let me have a look here. Okay, just lay down, please. Let me have a listen here. So you say atrial fibrillation for 40 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, atrial fibrillation, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me have a look at your tummy here. Any aches or pains anywhere here?
Yeah, it's kind of always uncomfortable there.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty good. It's tender, but that's all right.
breath in and out. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Yeah. You're wheezing pretty good.
Yeah, it's smoking.
Okay. Are you on any puffers?
I've got.
Puffers for your lung?
No.
Okay. Has your family doctor ever talked to you about that, or?
No.
Okay. How far can you walk without getting short of breath?
Oh, not very far. I could probably walk longer if I slow down, but my normal pace I can't walk at.
Okay. Take a deep breath in and out. Woohoo. Yeah. How many years have you smoked? Like 60?
Yeah.
Okay. There's probably at least a 10 to 20% chance that the CT scan will find your lung cancer.
We'll find what?
Your lung cancer.
Yeah.
I mean, you've smoked 60 years.
Yeah.
And nobody's ever looked at your lung. Your entire lung is wheezy. There is the chance that we'll have a phone call, and even if the colon cancer hasn't come back, there's a good chance that there might be something else.
Yeah.
Because your lung really doesn't sound very healthy.
Right.
So, yeah.
The world's not very healthy either.
No.
You know, I'm in better condition than it is. Truly.
Yeah.
It is, you know, on a different level.
Yeah.
Like the world's toast.
Yes.
It is, it's toast. And we've already made a big mess of everything. And people don't have an understanding about what true reality is.
Yeah.
So.
I couldn't agree more.
So that's how I digest it. Like
Yeah.
you know, we're only here for a short time.
Yeah.
In terms
There's
of
still
time.
no necessary reason to completely neglect yourself or your own health just because the world around you is going to.
Yeah, but to look after my health, I have to change the system.
Not necessarily. You can start with the small things like stopping smoking.
Yeah, but I'd rather, I want to stop the congestion on the streets.
Yeah, and there's.
That's a bigger
things
problem
there's
than my
the
smoking.
things I can't. Yeah, for yourself, actually no.
What?
Well, the smoking has the potential to kill you either because.
Yeah, I know, but so do nuclear bombs.
Yes. Change the things you can, and the rest, I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah,
we're getting into.
all things are possible with God.
Yeah, there are a lot of things we should have a discussion over beer, not in a consultation room. So, long story short, I'll check in with you when the CT comes back.
Yeah.
I'll get the chemotherapy orders. If they call you for a chemotherapy appointment and you haven't talked to me yet, tell them to book it a week later or until you've talked to me.
Okay.
And my problem is that today in a week, I'll be gone for 2.5 weeks for vacation.
Oh,
So you might talk to somebody else. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. And yeah.
It's all good. And so I guess I got your number in here.
Yeah.
And I'll wait for you to contact me and get the C scan and then see what that says.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. All right, that's all perfect.
Good.
Yeah, well, like you, you're a pretty competent authority.